Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the era of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Well, we're going to do a Revenge class battleship today. I've decided to move out of my favorite era, which is the pre-dreadnoughts, and let's do a little World War One action. So we're going to do, like I said, the Revenge class battleship. I'm reading a source here, sometimes referred to as a Royal Sovereign class or R class. Okay, so they're a group of super dreadnought battleships built for the Royal Navy in the 1910s. Well, what's interesting is you can't really build these old gals in the right time period. To get the guns, to get the 15-inch guns, you got to come up to 1917, and these things were built between 1913 and 1917. There's several, I think the Revenge in service well before 1917, but that's fine. No big deal. So I also think we need to unlock this to get a hull that works. It's amazing the things you do sometimes to make these builds happen. So what do you say we build her? In fact, today I think we will take the time to build her on video, and that way you'll see some of the fun I have, and I can, babble as it gets done. But before we do, we'll do the YouTube ritual, which is if you've been listening to me for the last 1 minute and 37 seconds and you still haven't clicked away, that means you must be enjoying something here or looking forward to something in any case. So if that's the truth, then please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, because that's what makes the channel grow. That's what gives me a reason to exist, because, what else is there in the world, right? And finally, if you'd like to see me a little more awake, and I am struggling this morning, then you can buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description. All right. Well, I think just to make this easy for me in post-production, I'm going to put a quick cut in this, and then we'll be back to get her built. Okay, look at the hulls. When you unlock, you ask for it. I don't think so. Her? No, I don't think so. I'll find her yet. I practiced this build earlier today. The problem is because I've had so many ships as a possible. Yeah, there's the light cruisers and the heavy cruisers, so all the hulls are here. Yeah, I think she'll do, and I think we need to just lengthen her as far as we can go, and that ought to get us started. Now, we might have to make her short range to keep her underweight. And she was good for about 22 knots, maybe a tiny bit more. We're going to really kick her range down a bunch. We're going to leave bulkheads at standard. She's turbines. What's interesting, they planned to build this class as semi-oil. Chose to build with oil. I'm not real sure what to do with this, so we'll just go through here. Now, they had Krupp cemented armor, and again, this could cause a problem with weight. This hull maxes out at 35,000, and this is going to be a heavy booger. I'm going to give her heavy corvettes. Now, what's interesting here is I think one of her sisters, the Ramillies or something, were one of the first ships to get torpedoed, get bulges. I'm looking at this, and I'm assuming that bulges begin with torpedo protection 2. So I'm going to give her torpedo protection 1. That may not be the right thing to do. I don't know. We're just going we're just gonna play with this until we start running into issues. Now this is always interesting to me. Cordite tube powder. I'm not real sure. I think somebody probably. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has already told me in comments what this ought to be. But I'm not very good at remembering. I'm gonna do that just because I don't want to see them blown up early on. Enhanced reloading, and they're supposed to have 21-inch tubes. 20 is as good as it gets. Just pick a rangefinder. We'll give her hydrophones, radio direction finding. Now she's got 13-inch belt armor that goes down to 4 to 6. So let's try to keep her a little lighter by going down to 4. Deck is 4 to 1. Oops. How about 4 to 1? 1 works better. 11 works good for the conning towers. Turrets are 13. Turret tops about the same as the deck, if I remember right. And I don't recall seeing much on secondaries. I'm sure there's a source that talks about it. We're just going to leave that at the default 6 inches. Let's get away from those hulls. It's making me crazy. Let's fiddle with that. Now, secondary tower gets interesting. I think we have to go with that tower to get the double gun 15-inch turrets here. It won't. This. I don't think we can make that work. Yeah, it just doesn't work. So take this tower, hammer her in there. Funnels. That just honestly doesn't look right. Let's see. That's 100% engine. We'll just leave her alone. She had a single funnel, and that's close enough for government work. Main guns. This is where it gets interesting. 15-inch or 2-barrel. One there. One there. There. And, of course, in the current build, 4-weight offset is just a thing. So you have to do these silly and dangerous, since I'm sure that's behind the main belt, where down here where belt gets thin, leaving protection for all the works, the barbette below the main deck, to the 4-inch protection instead of the 15-inch protection of the belt. She really ought to be back here. She really ought to be. And I may leave it that way. I may just live with this. This just burns my butt. There's nothing to be done for it. Yeah, she's as long as she's going to get. Moving this way so I can move all that way. I don't even think it'll work. Yeah, so she's just not going to. So we might as well have her as far back as she can go. Secondary guns, casemate guns, 6 inches, 1 barrel, 14 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that made my 4-weight offset. Even worse, since for some reason we don't have casemates back here. Torpedo launchers. Now she had 4, 2 in each broadside, but this hull only allows for 1, and she's still a bit underweight. Well, of course, that's because I have her very short range. I can do that, and she comes up a bit. That 4-weight offset's driving me crazy. There's just nothing to be done for it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I just about have to shove it off the fantail to get her reasonably balanced. Um, pitch and roll. See if you can see what it does. 5.1 base accuracy penalty from sea waves, accuracy penalty from maneuvering, da 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 da. So if we were to balance it off, oops, that's too much. And you can come over here and see that it's reduced those problems significantly. But we're going to leave them back here and just live with it. I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is just a mistake, the way they're doing things, or whether this is a real deal. Well, she comes out pretty close. She was about 33,000 full load displacement. I guess we could play with some of these other issues here. It won't change things much. I mean, if you wanted to really lower her weight, you'd kick the armor up. Leave that there. You could drop her speed by a half knot. She was actually this much above 22, I think. And, you know, I'm guessing here on enhanced reloading, if you go with standard reloading, it lightens her up a bit. I don't think we can get away with shortening her hull much. We're doing better than I thought. Oops. Except I think that really exacerbated, I love that word, her four-weight offset. And that fixes it. But there's just nothing to be done. Yeah, I just don't see it. So we'll just slide this back here under the assumption that that will get her better protection. I don't know. I don't know. And strangely enough, I'm going to actually remember to change her name. So, although to get that weight, you know, to get to long, this doesn't matter in game. This will only matter in the campaign. Let's give her. Yeah, we just can't give her that extra protection unless we do that. Many bulkheads. Well, there she is. I think she looks pretty good. You know what? I'm seeing a way. Look at that. When I shorten that hull, I don't think this will work. No, it won't. Oh, we got a look. We got some. We picked up a little bit there. That's better than nothing. There you go. That's better than nothing. I think we'll live with it. What do you say? All right. Well, let's get in there. I've got about an hour to burn this morning before I have something else to do. And I think we ought to play the game. So, again, for post-production reasons, we'll put a cut in her, and then we'll get going. Okay. Let's do it. All right. Magnificent and Revenge. And I missed it. Which way was the enemy? Typically, they are to the north, so we're going to behave that way. Turn that up a little bit. All right, she's on her own. Turn, she's good for 30 knots, 9-inch guns. She's good for 32 knots. No torpedoes. She turns. I see. That away. Okay. In that case, let's take the battleships that away. Whitehall. Attach. Attach. They like being attached, don't they? Cool. Now can we attach them in some kind of rational fashion? Ooh, I got lucky that time. Why did that unattach her? I think... Man. Sometimes I think we got it. Sometimes this makes no sense at all. Sometimes it's just silly. 36 knots, 24 torpedoes, 7.3 kilometer range, 43 knots, 20 inches. Well, we'll put them on AI for right now. I just want to see what they do. And that's not too bad. I can live with that. Alright, they're making 22 knots. They're making 30 and 32 knots. Destroyers are snorting away. We can turn up the speed and keep an eye on this. Right. What are you doing, girl? I don't know. I do know that putting my destroyers on AI control makes me nervous sometimes. Especially when it looks like my battleships are going to... Whoa! What did we find? Well, that looks like a big bad battleship. Turn hard. Slow down. And now, what to do with these losers? Take them off. I think in that direction. If they start getting fired at, we'll smoke them. I need to get these guys in position for a charge in. And man, it is... Alright, I see smokies up here. Which tells me we're about to spot. Detach, smoke. Oops. I did detach him, right? That away. Detach. Smoke that away. Take a look at those torpedoes. Got a lot of them. Yep. Like that. Want these guys to blast that away. Let's go. you to speed up because I need you between me and those destroyers. Alright, stop. Stop. Don't tell me you're shooting at destroyers again. Your secondaries are allowed. Battleship secondaries. Alright. I see torpedoes. Yep. And lots of them. Looks like it's going to be a destroyer fight here. That's fine. Magnificent and Revenge should be working on him. Let's go. Sapphire, smoke it up. Fire there. No. No. Interface. I want you to fire at that destroyer, not. What is going on? What am I seeing here? Okay. And she is turning like mad when I didn't intend her to. See? I want you to target her. I'm not sure what's going on there, but okay. Okay, they fired their torpedoes. Let's get them the hell out of there. She's taking a bad hit. Very strange. I don't know what's up with the interface today. All right, I got to get my head in the game here. I want her to. I can't seem to get her to attack where I want her to attack. I don't have these guys on AI, do I? No, but they are. It's very interesting. Well, are we having? We are having issues with she's fired her torpedoes. That's interesting. Why I can't get her to switch. Huh. Alright, she's lit off her torpedoes. She needs to detach. Keep going, targeting that battleship. She needs to light up the smoke and run. Oh, jeez, wake up. I'm trying to target my own ships. What did I say about buy me a cup? What did I say about buy me a cup? Duh. Alright, hey, you know what? I'm coming out of it here. I'm snapping out of it. Yep, they're doing good. Targeting her. They've hit her. These guys are fleeing, running away. And Sapphire's happy. Go. Alright, she's got her weapons off. She does not. There's a whole raft of torpedoes coming. Right there. I think maybe we need to be more concerned about them than I am right now. I think she's okay. I think she's okay. I think she's okay. Those torpedoes are after my destroyers. We keep an eye on them. Mostly right there. I think we're all right. Let's get in here and get a look. Yeah, Whitehall's okay. She is not okay, but she can come around hard like that and avoid it. Meanwhile, this destroyer is well and truly running away. She needs to smoke it up. Avoided those torpedoes briskly. She's reloading torpedoes. She's taking it hard. Alright, that whole raft of torpedoes passed behind us nicely. And the battleships are having it out. While the light guys, we still have one guy who's trying to... Okay, he's put his torpedoes in the water. He needs to leave. Somebody got hit by a torpedo. Versatile. Come around, baby, come around. Where are their lights? Yeah, she's running. Run! Got a lot of torpedoes over here doing their thing. Most of which are hopeless. There might be something going for us there, though. We might get lucky against their engine. We just might. Oh, that stung. Is she gonna get hit? I think so. I think so. Pause. That. That is cool, Screeny. And how good did we do? Not too good. Only 166 damage. But it's below the waterline. My kind of... Oh, it's up here with this. My kind of damage, baby. Alright, we still don't have our torpedoes together there. Still running away. And everybody else is still pounding. Yeah, that hurt her, but she seems to be handling the flooding well. But it did do some structural damage, which we will not complain about. I want you guys to slow down because I don't want you getting way ahead of the battleships. We are still just hammering away. Alright, redoubt. .9%, 4.4%. 14-inch guns, our 15-inch guns. Oh, what was that? Did she take a torpedo hit? Yes, she did. Look, and she may take more. I don't think so. That was a nice ricochet. No, she won't get hit again. But that was pretty awesome. We put serious hits on both battleships. And it's time to send the destroyers in for more. While we focus the battleships on that. Oh yeah, she's flooding. Nasty. Just keep running with her. Thump, thump. She needs to get her smoke together. She's working on that. Yep. It's time to send the sharks back in. Nice hit. So this is an interesting fight so far. She's got screening units that are protecting her that we may not be able to penetrate. We may just end up with a destroyer fight. May have started her smoke too soon. Our battleships are in excellent condition. Yeah, her screening destroyers are wanting to protect her, aren't they? Nice. Nicely done. We're having a big old time. Slow down. Slow down. We're getting well ahead of the battleships. All right, charge. Oh, we see destroyers. Looks like we're going to have to engage them and be done. Not much of a chance to hit them with torpedoes. Yep, alright, we've got torpedoes in the water there. Oh, I don't know if we can dodge them or not. Tempted to try to... Well, they look like they're designed to come get me because of the course and speed I'm on. But they also might be against these guys. I don't know. I think maybe. Yeah, I think maybe they're going to get her, is what I think. There's a bunch of them there. Yep. Just wasn't much to be done for that, I'm afraid. Smoke. Smoke. Yep, she's done. She got a bunch of torpedoes off, though. So, alright, back here. We are still hammering away. She's hit her torpedoes. Time to leave. She's got her torpedoes off. Time to leave. She's still working on it. Got a bunch of torpedoes coming in somewhere over here. There. Time to turn away from them. Man, there's a bunch of torpedoes in the water. Alright, she's got hers in the water too. Go. 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 Back here, how we doing? Oh, what got her? Did she take a torpedo? Yeah, well, better look in the water here and see if we are, I don't see them, but that's worrisome. Detach. Yeah, I don't know how she got hit and we didn't. It could have been with light cruisers in deep trouble. Back here. I think she's okay. Clearly not okay. And clearly running away. Whoops, wrong key. Meanwhile, those are our outgoing fishes. And she just needs to turn away and hope that she doesn't flood out, but I suspect she will. Whitehall. What a mess, huh? Well, you know what? Just pause for a second while I get my hands on the keyboard. Or hands off the bloody keyboard, so maybe I can pay attention to what I'm doing. She is pretty much toast. She, on the other hand, can probably come around. And stay in the game a little bit longer. That little torpedo charge did not accomplish what I'd hoped it might. She combed all the torpedoes. Well, there's still more coming from her, though. So there's a chance we'll get something going there. There's a hit. Oh, Sapphire's recovering. Whitehall's beating feet. We've lost track of their destroyers. Our heavies are still in the game, our heavy cruiser. She has successfully evaded all those torpedoes, but both of their battleships are beat up. And I'm for that. Okay, I want you to focus on her. Here's a little bit of a hit. Speed up. Whitehall back in. Yeah, she's in a world of hurt. But our battleships, at least so far, are in great condition. And we have put a good hurt on the bad guys. Alright, I'm a little bit confused now. Magnificent shooting there. Revenge is shooting there. And we have lost track of their destroyers. So we'll take Whitehall back across this way. Liffey is coming up. Redoubt is pretty much out of it. She's just too slow. Sapphire is making 12.5 knots, so she's pretty much out of it. And off we go. Ooh, that was a solid 14-inch hit. Shoot there. Shoot there. Shoot there. Smoke. Smoke. We're going to have torpedoes to deal with here shortly. About. Stop. I am out of control here. There we go. Heavy cruiser is trying to get a piece of him. But I think what that's telling me is it's time. Ooh, I've never done that before. It's time to turn away, which is what they want us to do to get off their battleships back. We got to do this to avoid the torpedoes. And the light cruiser's just mucking around. I see torpedoes. Well, not too concerned about them. They were anticipating something that hasn't happened. Pick up your speed. Pick up your speed. Where are those coming from? Look at that. Don't know if I can avoid that. In fact, I'm beginning to think I should just press on and pray. Nope, I don't think that's going to work. I think she gets hit no matter what I do. Yep. I don't even know where that torpedo came from. But Whitehall is done. Battleships are coming around. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it was awkward. And heavy cruiser needs to continue firing on her. Yep, the German destroyers just decided to become incredibly difficult, and not even scratched. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, do I see more torpedoes coming? Not only that, I think we just took a 14-inch hit's what I heard. Yeah, whew. Revenge got hammered. But those look like they are outbound. Okay. Come on now. You can hit a bad guy destroyer, can't you? Nobody seems to be able to, but we're trying real hard. I want you shooting there, secondaries there, and that looks like it's working. Go! Come on now. It's just a destroyer. If you can just tag it. There we go. That set her right. Stop. They are doing much better with torpedoes than we are. Much better. I am being interfaced to death. I don't know if she gets out of the way or not. She'll be okay. But the torpedo fight so far has gone heavily in favor. Heavily in favor of the Germans when it comes to this destroyer versus destroyer thing. Without the guys on AI and doing their little circly dancy thing, it becomes very difficult to avoid. I think we've managed to there. Not yet. Smoke it up. All right, back here. How are we doing? Back this way. Back this way. Since we can't seem to see anything else, we might as well shoot at the destroyer. All right, that paid him back. Oh, Lordy, we are... They have managed to push us away with their destroyers. Very good, AI. Because their battleships are in a world of hurt. Now, if we just fix a couple of these destroyers, we just don't seem to be able to get a grip on these guys. Just don't seem to be able to put a hand on them. Aha. Alright, stop. We've got torpedoes showing. Got a battleship showing. Yep, those are brewing out our way. Redoubt that way. And she just needs to... Well, she can't avoid them. Oh God, I'm gonna get caught again. Don't know. I think maybe she can make it. Look at him. I'm having camera issues now. Yep, we're gonna lose another one because we just cannot avoid them. They are putting too many of them in the water, and they're just I'm not doing good. Do you think? Alright, we got to get these guys positioned in such a way that they don't get hammered. And come around. Well, this has been depressing. What opened up nicely for us has turned into a mess with the destroyers. Since theirs seem to be freaking invulnerable. And... mine keeps stepping on torpedoes. There we go. About time we paid one of them that. About bloody time. There we go. Whitehall is in a world of hurt. Redoubt's done. And they're back. Whoa, what is it with their guys? 32 knots, they're not that fast. We just can't seem to pay them back. Oh, 15-inch hit. I guess leaving the battleships to their own devices worked that time, because that smashed that destroyer. Well then, fine. Let's just continue to focus on that. Are those our torpedoes or theirs? Those are ours that are outgoing. Alright, we're still in the fight. Alright, battleships have got to come on. I gotta, sometimes I just cannot move fast enough for the pace at which I have the game running. There. There. Well, I think we have everybody shooting at that destroyer, which is out of torpedoes. Finally. And we can focus, hopefully, on getting some hits on the big boys. Oh, man. Here we go. Keep shooting at that guy. Thump, thump, thump! That got some payback that time. Alright. Pick up the pace. There's a light cruiser back there. We need to engage with our light cruiser and our heavy cruiser, while our battleships continue we're getting some paybacks now, boys and girls. Getting some serious paybacks now. Thump. Heavy cruiser. We're hammering that guy. Meanwhile, we're still trying to get a piece of the big boys. Yes, yes, yes. Spank them. She's making all she can. Alright, we're going to have to engage the heavy cruiser. Those guys are hurt. Flash fire. I'm for that. She's unhappy. Revenge is hurt, but hanging on. those guys just don't seem to want to be. They're doing what battleships do. They're not going down easy. Ouch! 14-inch hit. There we go with the battleships taking on the lights. Well, perhaps I should return the favor then. Yeah, our heavy just took it hard. Hard. And oof. Another 14-inch hit. Come on, guys. Oof. Man, my right hand is numb from hanging on the mouse so hard. Magnificent. Revenge is still trying to get some payback for my heavy cruiser. To no particular effect, I'm afraid. Secondary's engaging there. The heavy cruiser's still in the game, but only just. Nice hit there. Fourteen. There we go. Come on now, get some big hits there. There was a good one. We are not touching that heavy cruiser. Fine. Focus on him. No. Secondaries. There. Meanwhile, you should still be engaging your counterpart to no effect. Boy, she is tough. She is tough. Destroyers are falling behind. We've got some good hits there. Up with her. There we go. She's just magnificent. She just doesn't. Well, that's magnificent. She's just wonderful. We just can't seem to put her down. Something of a hit. Man, Might as well, they're getting shot at. Might as well smoke it up a little bit. Her too. destroyers are taking some bad hits from the light cruiser. Bad hits. And we are hurling more 6-inch fire at her than we know what to do with and cannot seem to settle her hash. We're going to lose Whitehall here shortly. And redoubt. Might as well just turn them away. Maybe they'll survive, maybe they won't. Fight is happening here. We've tagged him a little bit. There's a good hit. She just doesn't want to quit. And I've managed to turn her when I didn't intend to. Somebody just got tagged. Alright, well the fight's all over here with the destroyers retreating. That hurt. That hurt too, so we are putting the Markgraf, whatever, putting her in a bad spot. And we might finally be getting on top of the Stettin. Alright, well, it's hammer time. Markgraf is in trouble. Ouch. Magnificent's not happy either. That was a solid shot. Well, we finally got the Stettin. Finally got the Stettin. Secondary's there. Go, get the smoke going. That heavy cruiser has lived a charmed life. When I have paid attention to him, I've not been able to do much against him. Oh, come on, interface. Gotta hammer her. Magnificent seems to have gotten her flooding under control. Come on. Boom, big hit. Big hit. Prince Heinger doesn't seem to care, and their engine seems to be perfectly happy with staying away. Alright, I really shouldn't do this. We're going to switch fire onto the heavy cruiser from Revenge. There we go. Still more or less drawing away. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That was not nice. A 14-inch hit on the light cruiser. That ought to pretty much put paid there for her. That ought to settle her ass. She's going to get some torpedoes in the water before it's all said and done. There's a hit. Alright, we got steering issues there. I can't believe Sapphire's still in the game. Oh, yes! Now, by God, let's see if we can bag us a heavy cruiser while we are over here. There we go. There we go. That unhappyed her. Yeah, that's seriously unhappy. She's about to go down. 5% flotation. Oh, she's recovering. She is pumping herself out. We're popping her. Just trivial hits. As she's pumping herself dry. Magnificent, why aren't you shooting? There we go. There we go. That was a smack. And so much for that. Now, want the heavy cruiser to turn away. Light cruiser to turn away. Revenge. I am magnificent to turn. There we go. Destroyers are out of torpedoes. Going back into that fight's just suicidal. There's a hit. Come on, girls. You just about got this settled. We're leaving. The light forces are leaving. Trying to get away with whatever's they got left. And their battleship making 9 knots. Is that all she can make? That's hard to believe. We got one engine showing damaged. Alright, let's close her. Let's get our... There we go. Let's get an angle against her incoming fire. And start playing hardball. Great. I'm tickled. Now we ought to have a stunning advantage now. She has no torpedoes. So we approach. Keep the armor thickness what needs to be. Yes, yes. Show that angle to maximize protection. Don't know why she's so slow. But we're going for her. Big hit. Big hit. Thump, thump, thump. And we got her. Bum, bum, bum. Well, I'm not going to lie. I still prefer the pre-dreadnoughts, but that was a hoot. I had a good time. Hey, I hope you did. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.